you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Cardinals are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Niners, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. First down, Fisher, and his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie. This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go!
From the gun, Fisher. Dancing away at the 30. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Deone Bucannon coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
No, check. Patriot.
Back to throw. Fisher. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover. Bat it free.
Let's go. Blue 90.
On 3rd down. Fisher. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
No, check. Patriot. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watching that, Marty. 3, 19. Over. Let's go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. His throw caught at about the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again. Fisher. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
All right, here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Fisher. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Officially
a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
The first down carry here for Johnson. 20. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Garoppolo. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Off play action. Fisher. He's going to float this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it. Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses. Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity. Your head better be on a swivel. Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things. They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here we go. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to find Green. That one goes for 24 yards. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target. It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him. They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw.
Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Niners on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals' sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down. Fisher. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Fisher. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Here we go now. Check. No. Leopard. All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Fisher. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I have to admit to a little surprise here. And then down in distance, I would have thought they were going to throw the football. Instead, they decided to run it. But give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and held them to no gain.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on second and just a yard.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, second and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got his man here. It's Green. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. But he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Fisher. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher. Wide open receiver, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Let's go!
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Now a handoff. Johnson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
Operating from the gun. Fisher. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Green. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Evans in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Let's go!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Fisher. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
To throw on second down, Fisher. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing on third and long. Fisher. He'll rifle this one deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now is Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. His pass caught at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher got his man complete over the middle. That's Bass. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down. Fisher. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, Fisher. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Fresh set of downs here. To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Forced out to his left. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Back to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Let's go. Back in that Philly. Leopard. Leopard. All right, here we go. All right, now look at that. Now, check. Patriots. Patriots.
Now Garoppolo. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Rosas now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Niners, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year.